Hello. So, still on the road, fitting in another quick lesson between gigs, and answering a question from my students who I teach. It used to be when I'm on the road like I am right now, I couldn't get to my mail sack until I got home. But thanks to electronic mail, I can always virtually grab my mail sack. So, this is a question I get from my students who I teach all the time. Uh, but the most recent one is from my legal team reminded me that I can't use a student's full name, real full name, on these lessons since they go online. So this one is from, we'll call her Ms. A. Woost? Ms. A. Wost? She probably says it both ways. Anyway, her question is, other than Tom Sawyer by Rush, what is the most important riff for a guitar player to know? Okay, so that's a great question. Like I said, I get it all the time. But important here can mean a few things. It can mean, is it the riff that every guitar player should know? Is it the riff that's the most well known? Is it the riff that sounds the coolest? Is it the riff that's the most influential? But no matter what you mean by that question, um, as far as what's the most important riff to know, I've got three words for you: smoke in the water. Okay, we'll fix that in post. But anyway, I'll show you how to play it. And I've mentioned before, for legal reasons, and you can go back to lesson number 0437. Some people call that one the paywall episode. Um, but the legal team wants me to change the riff slightly because we've run into copyright infringement issues before, because sometimes I play stuff and it sounds too good and too close to the copyrighted recording. Um, so I'll have to change uh, something in this riff, but I'll try to change the thing that'll have the least effect on the sound. So first, I'll show you separately um, all the and this relates to the previous lesson, all the power chords that you would normally play. But when I put them all together to play the riff, I'll change it slightly and change just one of the chords to avoid the copyright issue. But I'll pick one so that you'll probably won't even notice the difference between the recording. And if you do notice a difference, you just need to mentally fix it in post in your mind. All right, so let me grab my axe here. Okay. So these are the chords that you'll play. There's this one, and then there's this one, and then there's this one. And then there's another part that uses a lot of the same chords. So this one again, this one. Okay, so really simple. Again, so now I'm going to put them together, but I'm going to do it in the legally safe version right now. But again, to make it hardly noticeable, the difference, this is just the first few that you play. This is what the song normally is, but I'm going to replace the B-I-I-I-I-5 chord with an I-I-5 chord. And so you should, when you hear what I play, it should sound almost indistinguishable from the original because that chord I'm changing, like it hardly matters. Okay, so this is how the legal version would go. So that's the legal version. Again, sorry I can't teach it to you exactly like it's recorded, but when you play it back and practice it, just undo that one tiny, barely noticeable change that I made, and I think you'll be fine. So okay, so that was one of the most important riffs of all time. Practice that for next time, but with the real chords and not the ones that I had to change around a little bit for the legal reasons. And as always, please subscribe, rate, and review. Thanks.